My name is Estee Bardanashvili, and I'm a senior director and supervising producer at Sesame Workshop in the United States. I am originally from the Republic of Georgia, and I'm a refugee to the United States, and I'm very proud of what I'm doing. I've been producing for Sesame Workshop for quite a few years now, and currently I'm working on a very meaningful project to me. It's called Ahlan Simsim, and this is Sesame Workshop's initiative in response to the Syrian crisis and what children living in the Levant region, so Jordan, Iraq, Lebanon, and Syria, have been experiencing. And it's a project that we currently are producing and have in partnership with IRC, and it was funded by the MacArthur Foundation as the first 100 and change initiative that MacArthur Foundation had called for. The project began in 2018, and currently we are in our 5th or so year of its development and production, and I am responsible for the media part of it. The Ahlan Simsim initiative has 3 parts. It's media, which is production of the series and the video and the print content that we create for children and their caregivers throughout the Middle East and North Africa. Then we have direct services component, which is working directly with the families, with the children, with the caregivers, parents, teachers of the host communities and the displaced communities of children from Syria and also internally displaced in Iraq, for example, or those living in Lebanon and in Jordan. And that direct services content component is in partnership with IRC, International Rescue Committee, where directly in sharing our content, providing resources, there are a lot of programs for children and caregivers. And then there we have an advocacy component, which basically is an opportunity for us to share what we're learning through a lot of research that has been conducted over this past few years on early childhood development, on the needs of children and their caregivers, experiencing the crisis that the children and their families and caregivers are experiencing, as well as the host communities that those children are interacting and are being integrated into. And the resources that we create through the advocacy are being shared really with the world. What's really interesting in the learning experience that has been for me as a producer is where we started with this project after having done research, after having done a lot of discussions and needs assessments with experts in the region, with children and families in Jordan, Lebanon, and Iraq. We came ready for the curriculum workshop. We knew we're focusing on a certain topic that the series, the first season, will be about. And then the pause happened, and the pause was when early childhood development experts, psychologists, teachers, caregivers who were in our curriculum workshop said, it's all wonderful that you want to focus on resilience and hope, but before you get there, there are other steps to take. And those steps were focusing on emotions first. The emotions of understanding what the children were experiencing, labeling those emotions that they were experiencing, and then learning the strategies how to manage them. And so we pivoted before we even started our first season, and we focused our first seasons on emotions. And since then, we've been building out our curriculum, kind of building blocks. So we started with the ABCs of emotions, then we moved on to focusing on respecting others and learning about kind of taking a pause to see what's going on, that the notice of stop, notice, and think kind of steps where we gave tools to the children to have those moments to kind of stop, realize what is happening in your situation, what is happening to your friend, or what you yourself are experiencing, and think what you could do and what tools from your toolkit you could use. Then we moved on to hope and optimism. And then we, as the next layer, we build on kindness. Kindness to self, and then kindness to others. That led to the next layer, that is just kind of using all of the different toolkits that you kind of get through all the seasons, to imagination and playful learning, and how all of it could be incorporated in your daily life. And now that we're starting pre-production, our 7th season of Ahlan Simsim, we will be focusing on pride and positive identity and interconnectedness, everything that we've been talking about at PRIX Jeunesse, really helping children have honest conversations, play pretend, experience different things, and learn about each other, celebrate each other, have pride in who they are, and value the values and backgrounds and cultures and diversity of those that are in their countries and those that are in the world